Oh boy. Hey everyone. We're going to do. Let's see. I'm trying to figure out if any of these cats going to climb on me. So I already shot this video once. But my phone died mid shooting. And I wasn't thrilled with the outcome of it, so we're reshooting it here. Anyway, this is like what happened. It's just what I'm going to call this video. Because I messed up on the channel. I messed up an upload. I messed up actually more than I think y'all realize. I goofed. I goofed pretty bad. And I left myself in quite a pickle. And I'm sorry. This weird. We have this potpourri machine that goes this. That's going on right now. Yeah, that. I hate it. But my fiance likes it. And so it has to stay plugged in. I hate the thing. I don't think it really does anything in this house, but it was a gift, and so she feels inclined to have it plugged in all the time. And if I unplug it, it starts having a fucking shit fit, and so I can't do anything with it. Like, it won't work again. So I have to leave it plugged in. It drives me nuts because you can hear it in, like, a lot of my videos. And here we go. Cleo is coming because she sees that I am upset about something. I'm not that upset, but here she comes. My nasty little girl. She's not very little anymore. She's kind of a big cat. Not as big as Jack. Jack's the same size as her and he's 7 months old. But yeah, Cleo's finally done growing. She grew a whole hell of a lot. We think she may have been a little younger than they thought she was when we adopted her. But yeah, she's kind of stupid. She doesn't bathe, so every other month she has to be shaved down. So like, and if she gets shaved down, then she bathes. It's just the most bizarre thing. But she's got some weird, like, dandruff thing going on. I don't know if it's because she doesn't bathe or what, but she's got this. Noticed it today because I was brushing her out because they're all starting to shed because it's spring, despite this ominous ass storm that's rolling in, which I guess we're supposed to have for 2 weeks. I don't know, but anyway, so I gotta explain what happened. So back in February, I shot, well, quite frankly, a bunch of videos. A lot of them haven't even been released yet. They were mostly Star Wars reviews. And it was just an attempt to be like, hey, if school gets really intense, I have something to fall back on. And pretty much all of them are edited. There's a handful that aren't. But I left a week open because I decided I wanted to review Shatterpoint. I reread Shatterpoint again, and I said I want to review this, and I want to review it soon because, quite frankly, I'm not super thrilled with the views on Star Wars reviews right now, and I think it has to do with I focused on kids content for almost a year now. The last time I really reviewed something that was more adult oriented was Death Star. And that was 11 months ago. Which was a solid review. A lot of you really liked it. So I was just like, okay, I'll do Shatterpoint, and I will review Time of the Twins, the first Dragonlance Legends book. Because I've been promising that I would do that for months. And now both of those are filmed. As of now, while this is recording, Shatterpoint's been released. But I meant to do that the week prior to Shatterpoint's release. I was going to release those two. And I totally forgot. So, it came around and I'm like, why is there no video up? And I was like, oh, because I was supposed to film. And I didn't have time that week because it was the week before spring break and I wanted to get a lot of stuff done at school and I wanted to focus on that. Also, I had been editing I edited all the podcasts that had been previously recorded. So, Live and Let's Discuss is officially done with season 2. And we got a chunk of season 2's King of Our Nightmares edited, which is really good because King of Our Nightmares, we've continuously messed up the order for this season of Stephen King books. I mean, we did it again, but hopefully we'll have Creepshow. We'll stream Creepshow and have that edited and ready to go soon. King of Our Nightmares are a lot easier to edit than Live and Let's Discuss. Live and Let's Discuss is like an hour long. It takes forever. So I'm glad to be done with that right now. Anyway, so I had focused on that, focused on school, neglected the main channel, which was very bad. Shame on me thing. But I had stuff that was supposed to come out the week I'm recording right now. And I moved that stuff up. And what it was Marvel Star Wars issue 38 and Alien, Prototype by Tim Wagner. I'm like, okay, I'll move those up. Problem was, Marvel Star Wars 35 through 37 was never released. Big mistake on my part. I don't know how I missed that, but that's why it came out last Friday. So, in the future videos, you can refer back to this as to, I just forgot. So, I released it on Friday, and it got me thinking. Because I've done a lot of different property IPs this year, but by far the most successful has been Indiana Jones. It makes sense. I dedicated a lot of last year to Indiana Jones reviews. Went through all of the Dark Horse comics with the exception of Kingdom of the Crystal Skulls adaptation. I have reviewed everything else Dark Horse. And so I was like, well, we did all Dark Horse, we might as well do all of Marvel. And so, yeah. And I'm working on an Indiana Jones project with Noah right now. So it made sense. And I've decided that Fridays are going to be Indiana Jones days. This doesn't mean we're going to get rid of the Wednesdays being Star Wars days and Saturdays being anything else days. With the exception of October is going to be a full-on horror month. Yeah, it's going to be spooky season and things will change, but we will deal with that when that comes. Yeah, it's interesting. I checked out the Raiders of the Lost Ark Marvel comic adaptation, and I've read the first 2 Further Adventures of Indiana Jones, which was what the Marvel series was called. So, those will now be coming out on Fridays for the foreseeable future. We've probably got a couple months worth of material there, if I keep up with it. As for Star Wars is a little funky right now, because I lost 2 reviews. Lost my Clone Wars Adventures Volumes 9 and 10 reviews. And I remember filming them because I made thumbnails for them already. That's weird that I make a thumbnail for a video that I haven't made yet. So I just reshot those. I shot the Time of the Twins review, and I'll be editing those tomorrow. Because I'm on spring break this week. That's why I'm doing all this channel maintenance. And quite frankly, I think we're done filming for this. We may do a live stream for King of Our Nightmares this week. I have to talk to my fiance, because that does involve speed reading Creepshow the comic, but that's not going to take that long. But yeah, I'm running out of things that have been filmed and read, which is a little scary. It's a lot sooner for that than I would have liked. I think we can get through the rest of this semester, though, because it's only 6 weeks. I think I have at least 6 weeks of... Well, I know I have 6 weeks of content for Star Wars. I may have it for Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones is the one I'm not sure because I have to read these. But the Further Adventures of Indiana Jones, they're pretty quick reads. A lot of them are one shots and two shots. That was like the whole thing with that series. So, yeah. Oh, Cleo's a happy girl. She's got a lap to sit on. No one else is on my lap. Like Jack. Pixie rarely gets in my lap. Pixie climbs on me when I'm laying down. She does not climb on me when I'm sitting, typically, unless I'm sick. And then she climbs on me. Which, she's like the smallest of all three of these cats, so it's not a big deal. But Cleo gets jealous when other cats are on me. She gets all butthurt and acts like a big baby about it. The thing is, Jack doesn't mind sharing my lap with Cleo, but Cleo minds sharing my lap with anyone. And it usually ends up that she instigates a fight with Jack, which is never fun. And she always loses. Just sad. I know I'm talking smack about you. I'm sorry, baby. But it's true, you're kind of a prima donna when it comes to sitting on my lap. Yeah, she doesn't care right now. She's a happy girl. And the hair is just flying everywhere. I'm going to have to freaking vacuum the couch after this video. But yeah, hopefully I'll be back on some sort of schedule and we can start getting Tuesday treadmill talks back up. Yeah, I'm a little worried about that. I also want to get some more Tomb Raider read. I know not everyone was a fan of that. It was kind of out of left field, but in my opinion, it really wasn't, because I've been reviewing the Indiana Jones stuff. But for right now, you're going to get a lot of Predator stuff, because quite frankly, the Predator stuff is what's edited right now and ready to upload. So this week, you're going to get Predator 2, the movie, the comic adaptation of the film, as well as Jedi Apprentice. We're going to try to finish out Jedi Apprentice really quick. I'll intersperse it with some Marvel Comics and Clone Wars Adventures, but quite frankly, we just need to get Jedi Apprentice done. I mean, it's been working on it since 2022. You know, like, it needs to be done. I have not read the 2 special editions because I took a break from that. And I actually reviewed Cloak of Deception and Jedi Volume 1, The Dark Side. Cloak of Deception is actually edited and it's ready to go. So after Jedi Apprentice 18, we'll jump into Cloak of Deception and then Jedi The Dark Side. And we're actually going to pivot, because we should be done with Clone Wars Adventures by then. We'll pivot towards Rise of the Sith, that omnibus. Get a lot of that read. But we're going to intermix it with omnibuses that are coming out this year. Specifically, I want to get through Tales of the Jedi's omnibus, if it does come out this year. Because I'm wanting to go to Legends Con. I'm trying really hard to get the funds together to go to Legends Con. It's really hard when you're trying to pay for a wedding. And Legends Con, they're like within a few months of one another. But it's a weekend. I think I can get the time off of school and hopefully work. So I'm going to have to take at least 3 days off of work for that. We're not honeymooning right after the wedding, so yeah, will be interesting. This isn't going to be my... Legends Con's not my honeymoon, guys. But if I'm going, you probably won't meet my fiance. She wants to do her own thing in Dallas while that's going on and bring some of her family, and they'll do like a girls trip, and I just see them in the evenings. But I have to talk to a bunch of people. One of the outside cats is saying hello. Um, so yeah, that's interesting. Oh, Cleo's gonna interact. Cleo never interacts with the outside cats, so this is weird. She's the only one that she doesn't interact with anyone other than me primarily, and Gabby. She interacts with the other two cats in our house as little as possible at this point. I don't know why. I think it's because when we got Jack, she was real upset. Um, which is funny because Pixie accepted him immediately, and we thought the reverse was going to be the issue. But yeah, um, but yeah, I want to have something Kevin J. Anderson wrote fresh in my mind. And I was going through because we're supposed to get 3 Marvel omnibuses this year. We're gonna get Rebellion Volume 2, New Republic Volume 2, and Tales of the Jedi, which I'm very excited for. That's the one I'm most excited for. Although New Republic Volume 2 is gonna be awesome. Thrawn trilogy comic adaptations, and Dark Empire, and Boba Fett Twin Engines of Destruction. That's gonna be dope. That's gonna be a dope one. Rebellion's kind of. It's better than Volume 1, which was just primarily Brian Wood's Star Wars, which is why I've not reviewed it. Um, I really want to get more of these Marvel omnibuses reviewed. I was doing a more broad approach where I was working on the Alien, the Predator, Punisher, and Marvel Star Wars, which as of the next Marvel Star Wars review, we're done with the original Marvel Years Volume 1 on Omnibus, which is awesome. We can move on to Volume 2, which I'm going to tell the truth here, guys, not looking forward to. I've already read some of it, and I really hate the Marvel Star Wars comics from Empire to Return of the Jedi. There are a few decent ones, like Marvel Star Wars 50 is pretty decent, but a lot of it's just weird continuity errors and some of the worst Marvel comics ever that weren't SJW nonsense that we get in modern Marvel. They're written in original Star Wars, the original Marvel Star Wars. Some really bad issues that we'll be talking about real soon. Oh, fucking boy. But yeah, I want to get through Rise of the Sith, and KOTOR Volume 1 would be nice too. I need to just work on those. I just don't have a lot of time for reading right now. Hence why we're moving more towards comics on this channel as opposed to novels. If there are novels, I try to listen to them because I can listen to them while I weld. But I'm not having 15-hour welding days anymore, so I'm not going through novels as quickly. I only have, quite frankly, I have one welding class where it's like 5 hours of straight welding during B-Block this year. So I'm trying to get through Dune House Atreides, which I didn't realize how long that book was. And it's decent. It's not as awful as I was worried it was going to be, but you gotta be in the mood for Dune, and sometimes I'm just not. So I'm gonna try to get some cleaning done in the next few days and listen to it while I clean or work. Though tomorrow I have a half day of work, and I don't have to film anything else, so we'll see. We'll see what I can get done, editing-wise. Anyway, that's about all I have for this one. This one's gone on way too long, and it's going to take forever to process, but it's worth it. We need to get this one out there. So, anyway, have a good one.